General Norman Schwarzkopf, full name Herbert Norman Schwarzkopf, Jr. born August 22, 1934. Trenton, New Jersey, USA. Died December 27, 2012. Tampa, Florida, USA. Branch United States Army. Rank General 4-star. Years of service: 1956 to 19,911,956. Commission and early assignments. Graduated from West Point in 1956 with a degree in engineering. Commissioned as a second lieutenant in the U.S. Army Infantry. Early assignments included infantry platoon leader in West Germany, company commander at Fort Benning, Georgia, 1965 to 1970. Vietnam War, 2 tours. First tour 1965, 1966, served as an advisor to the South Vietnamese Airborne Division. Learned guerrilla warfare and counterinsurgency tactics firsthand. Second tour 1969, 1970, commanded 1st Battalion, 6th Infantry Regiment, American Division. Personally led rescue missions, showing frontline bravery. Wounded in action while saving injured men in a minefield. Awarded the Silver Star, Bronze Star, and Purple Heart, 1970s, Rapid Advancement and Strategic Roles. Tended Army Command and General Staff College. Army War College. Earned a master's degree in mechanical engineering from USC. Held key assignments, brigade and division command roles. Strategic planning and operations posts at the Pentagon. Gained a reputation for tactical brilliance and no-nonsense. Leadership. 1980s, senior leadership and readiness focus. Promoted to Major General and then Lieutenant General. Commanded 24th Infantry Division at Fort Stewart, Georgia. I Corps, a key U.S. Army unit in the Pacific Theater. 1988, Commander-in-Chief, U.S. Central Command. CENTCOM oversaw U.S. military planning and operations across the Middle East, Horn of Africa, and Central Asia, responsible for preparing war plans in case of regional conflicts, including Iraq. 1991 Gulf War. Command. Background: in August 1990, Saddam Hussein's Iraq invaded Kuwait. Schwarzkopf was tasked with leading Operation Desert Shield to defend Saudi Arabia. Operation Desert Storm, January-February 1991, led a 34-nation coalition to liberate Kuwait. Oversaw a 43-day war, which included massive airstrikes. 100-hour ground campaign, known as the Left Hook Maneuver, defeated one of the world's largest armies with minimal U.S. casualties. Public persona, gained the nickname Storming Norman for his fiery, effective leadership. His press briefings became famous for clarity and authority, widely respected by troops and the public. Education. Early education. High school. Attended high school in the United States and Tehran, Iran, due to his father's overseas assignments. Developed early international awareness, became fluent in Farsi Persian. Known for strong academic performance and discipline from a young age. United States Military Academy at West Point, 1952 to 1956. Degree: Bachelor of Science in Engineering. Graduation year 1956. Class rank: graduated 43rd out of 480 cadets. Known for strong academic record, excellence in leadership and physical training. Commissioned as a second lieutenant in the U.S. Army Infantry. University of Southern California, USC Graduate School, USC Viterbi School of Engineering. Degree: Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering, specializing in guided missile design. Period. Early 1960s. Balanced academic work with military assignments, showcasing technical aptitude. Army Command and General Staff College. Prepare officers for field grade command and staff positions. Physicize joint interagency and multinational operations. Teach planning, decision-making, logistics, doctrine, and leadership. Integrate strategic thinking with real-world operational scenarios. Military decision-making process. MDMP. Joint and coalition operations, operational art and campaign planning leadership, and ethics force managementoirfinct functions fires. Intelligence, movement, sustainment, student. Body primarily U.S. Army majors and lieutenant colonels includes officers from U.S. Navy, Air Force, Marines, and Coast Guard international military officers from over 100 countries. U.S. government civilians from national security agencies. Famous graduates: General Dwight D. Eisenhower, General George S. Patton, General Douglas MacArthur, General Colin Powell, General H. Norman Schwarzkopf, General David Petraeus. Alumni went on to lead in World War II, the Gulf War, and the global war on terrorism. CGSC's role in career progression: completion of CGSC is often required for promotion to lieutenant colonel, forms the educational foundation for future Joint Chiefs, combatant commanders, and combat leaders, known as the Ivy League of Army Operational Leadership Training, tended in the early 1970s. Graduated with honors, further sharpened his planning skills and understanding of large unit command, which helped shape his later Gulf War strategy. Gulf War leadership. 1990. 1991 background: Iraq invades Kuwait's Ast. 2. 1990 Iraqi dictator Saddam Hussein invades Kuwait, claiming it as Iraq's 19th province. The invasion threatens Saudi Arabia and global oil supplies. President George H.W. Bush announces the formation of an international coalition to force Iraq's withdrawal. Supreme Commander, U.S. Central Command, CENTCOM, General Schwarzkopf, Commander-in-Chief of CENTCOM, was placed in charge of all coalition military operations, led over 750,000 troops from 34 nations, the largest U.S. lead coalition since WWI Operation Desert Shield, August 1990, January 1991. Mission: defend Saudi Arabia and deter further Iraqi aggression. Schwarzkopf oversaw massive troop deployment. U.S. Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines, British, French, Saudi, Egyptian, and other allied forces used time to build political support at the UN and UNA to prepare for a possible offensive with precision planning. Operation Desert Storm, January 17, February 28, 1991. Air Campaign Phase 1 began January. Air 17. 199,138-day strategic air campaign, targeting Iraqi command centers, missile launchers, Ripon Guard units, infrastructure, bridges. Radar. Power goal: weaken Iraqi forces without high coalition casualties. Ground assault Phase 2, 100-hour. War launched February 24, 1991. Famous left hook maneuver. Schwarzkopf's strategy: a massive flanking attack through the desert to surprise Iraqi forces, caught Saddam's forces off guard. Iraqi forces retreated from Kuwait in just 4 days. General Norman Schwarzkopf. Family background: Father Herbert Norman Schwarzkopf, SRA, U.S. Army officer and law enforcement pioneer, founder and first superintendent of the New Jersey State Police, led the Lindbergh baby kidnapping investigation. In the 1930s, served abroad during World War II as a military advisor in Iran, where Norman Jr. spent part of his youth. A strict disciplinarian who instilled in his son the values of duty, honor, and service. Mother Ruth Alice Schwarzkopf nee Bowman, a homemaker from West Virginia, known for her compassionate and supportive nature, helped balance the strict discipline of Norman Sr. with nurturing encouragement. Played a key role in developing Norman Jr.'s strong sense of empathy and respect for others. Childhood and early influences. Born August 22, 1934. In Trenton, New Jersey. Raised partly in the U.S. and partly overseas, notably Tehran, Iran. Due to his father's military and diplomatic postings, exposure to different cultures at a young age gave him global awareness and fluency in Farsi. Described himself as a military brat who learned adaptability and resilience early on. Personal family life: wife Brenda Holsinger Schwarzkopf, married in 1968. supported him through long deployments and public life, known for her discretion and strength during Schwarzkopf's high-profile Gulf War leadership. Children. The couple had 3 children, 2 daughters, 1 son. Schwarzkopf was known to be a devoted and protective father after retirement. He prioritized spending more time with family and avoided politics.